Erev Tov Rabotai, we are continuing with our Mishna Yomi, Masechet Sanhedrin. We are up to Perek Daled Mishnah Bet. Today's Mishnayot should be Le'ilui Nishmat, Neria ben Svetlana, Ranbai, Eliyahu ben Burchai Israelov, Chana bat Miriam, Sason ben Ryan, Yoshua ben Shifra, Menuchatam began Eden, Amen, and Avdi ben Chaim lechaim, v'derefua shenemav, Daniel Shalom ben Rosa, Betor Shachole Israel, and the Achlama Merav, Binamin, Otzion Chai ben Dvorah. Continuing from the previous Mishnah, this Mishnah lists the 9th and 10th ways in which capital cases are different from other types of cases. Dine hatumot v'ta'arot matchilin min hagadol. Number 9, when cases of tuma and ta'ara as well as other matters of prohibition are brought before a Sanhedrin, they begin with the greatest judge, meaning the greatest judge gives his opinion first because it is disrespectful to speak before a wiser person has spoken. Dine nefashot matchilin min hatzad. But in capital cases, they begin from the side, meaning the lesser judges who sit nearer the end of the semicircle of judges, they give their opinions first. Now, the judges of a Sanhedrin sit in a semicircle. The greatest judge, the Nasi, sits near one end, and the second greatest judge, the Av Bitin, sits to his right. The other judges sit in order of wisdom, with the wisest judges sitting closer to the Nasi, and the lesser judges further away from him, as the Rambam writes in Echot Sanhedrin, chapter 1, Halakha 3. So again, the Mishnah says that in capital cases, they begin from the lesser judges. They give their opinions first, because once the greatest judge has expressed his opinion in a capital case, a lesser judge is forbidden to contradict him. This prohibition, which is derived from Shemot chapter 23, verse 2, applies only in capital cases. Hakol kisherin ladun dinei mamonot. Number 10, everyone is qualified to judge monetary and other non-capital cases, even the son of a convert and even a mamzer. Now, regarding the son of a convert, this refers to a person who has one parent, either the mother or the father, who was born Jewish and one who converted. Regarding a person whose parents had both converted, or if both were non-Jewish and he converted, that is a discussion of Tosfot on page 36b in Sanhedrin. Now, a mamzer is a child born from a forbidden union that is punishable by karet or execution, or from a parent who is a mamzer or a mamzeret. The Torah forbids cohabitation between a mamzer or mamzeret and a regular Jew, as it says in Dvarim chapter 23, verse 3. The Mishnah here says that even a mamzer is qualified to judge monetary and other non-capital cases. But not everyone is qualified to judge capital cases. Only Kohanim, Leviim, and Israelim whose lineage is pure enough that they can marry off their daughters to Kohanim. There are a number of disqualifications that a father can pass down to his daughter that will make her unfit to be married to a Kohen. For example, if he is a halal, his daughter is forbidden to a Kohen. Only a man free of all these disqualifications is allowed to judge capital cases. This law is derived from Shemot chapter 18 verse 22, which is interpreted as comparing other judges to Moshe Rabbeinu, who was of pure lineage. And that is then of Mishnah Bet. The next two Mishnayot describe the seating arrangement of a Sanhedrin. We begin with Mishnah Gimel. Sanhedrin Haita Kachatzi Goren Agula. A Sanhedrin, now the great Sanhedrin of 71 judges, and the lower Sanhedrins of 23 judges, that's what we refer to when we say a Sanhedrin, was shaped like half of a round threshing floor. The judges sat in a row that had the shape of a semicircle, so the judges could see one another, as well as the litigants and the witnesses who stood before them. If they would sit in a straight line, the judges at one end would not be able to see the judges at the other end, and if they would sit in a complete circle, the litigants and witnesses would not face all the judges. And the two scribes of the judges would stand before them, echad miyamin ve'echad mismol, one to the right of the row of judges and one to the left. V'chotvin divrei mizakin v'divrei mechayvin, and they would write the opinions of those who argue for acquittal and the opinions of those who argue for conviction, meaning one scribe would record the reasons for acquittal and the other scribe would record the reasons for conviction, as the Rambam writes in Echot Sanhedrin chapter 1, Halakha 9. And the reason is, if a judge forgot his position or the reason for it, the scribe could remind them of it. Now, the next Tana disagrees about the number of scribes. Rabbi Yehuda says, Shlosha, there were 3 scribes. Echad kotev divrei mizakin, one would write the opinions of those who argue for acquittal. Ve'echad kotev divrei mechayvin, and one would write the opinions of those who argue for conviction. Ve'ashlishi kotev divrei mizakin v'divrei mechayvin, and the third would write the opinions of those who argue for acquittal and the opinions of those who argue for conviction. And this way, 2 witnesses, 2 of the 3 scribes, can testify later about each set of arguments. And the Rav tells us, Ven Rechak Rabbi Yehuda, the Halakha does not follow the opinion of Rabbi Yehuda. And that is the Rabotai of today's Mishna Yomi. Baruch Adonai Leolam. Amen v'amen.